confidence do you have at the moment in your own form, even at a track like this, which is obviously so different to the one we were at last weekend?
Yeah, I feel good. I mean, I feel that everything that we do is working well, and we are bringing a little bit more tools to the car, and that's working in the end. So we are definitely in a good moment, in a good rhythm with my team, and that's going to be very important with the fight for McLaren, because they are going to be fast here. It's a shorter track, a bit like we had in Budapest, where they were in front of us. So we expect them to come in full form here.
It's quite the battle between you, isn't it, for this season? Looking ahead to next season, we're yet to know who will be alongside you in 2023. The team have said they'll back you as the leader. With that in mind, would you prefer a junior driver, or would you be happy to race alongside a driver of a similar level to yourself?
I said my preference many times. I think my preference would be Mick to race alongside me. He's a good friend of mine. He's a driver that's rising up, in Formula One, and that has shown his talent also in the junior categories. So I would be very happy to race alongside him. But whoever it will be on my side, whoever the team will decide that will race, alongside me. My job will remain the same. I need to pull the team forward as I'm doing now, trying to understand our car the best we can to hopefully fight for podiums and more wins, than what we had. So that's what we want to do.
Of course, both Pierre Gasly and Daniel Ricciardo have been linked to the seat as well. Your thoughts?
As I said, whoever it will be on my side, my job will remain the same, and that has to be the thing that I'm focusing on.
And finally, Esteban, your expectations here. As I say, it's a track different to last weekend, but one in which hopefully you can really bring the fight to McLaren.
Yeah, I mean, we had a fantastic weekend last year, even with a less, good car than what we have this year. We qualified 6th and 7th, I think, last year, which was the best of what was possible to do. We've done a few P5 qualify, this year with this car. So, the aim is to qualify well again in the top 10 in Q3, and then get some good points in the race with both cars. Because
last year, how much are you looking forward to getting back out on track?
I think it was. We also discussed about it this morning, and I think it was probably my most complete weekend ever last year here in Zandvoort, qualifying fourth, finishing fourth on pure pace in front of the Ferrari. Actually, this was the good old times. And no, it was an incredible race weekend. But I love this track. It's very challenging, banked, very fast, old school, gravel everywhere. Can't really do any mistakes. So it's a very good adrenaline kick in the morning when you get out in F1.
You continue to impress. You always do in Formula One. Your name is still being linked with potential seats outside of AlphaTauri for next year, despite the fact that I know you have a contract. And I know that it's not your choice to make and that you're not involved in the discussions. But is there any small chance that you might not be racing with AlphaTauri next season?
Well, we discussed about it last week, and to me this week nothing has changed. So for next year I'm still contracted with AlphaTauri, and obviously everybody knows my situation with my current contract going until end of 2023. But yeah, obviously things are also coming fast, so you always look at the future and need to anticipate. But no, for now nothing has changed.
Should we just move past Spa? And
we can,
Let's do that, and let's focus on this weekend. What's the expectation from the team coming to this track?
I think it's tricky to say at the moment. I mean, this is a track that requires very high downforce. It's obviously very narrow, very high speed, and previous tracks this year that have required that, we have not been the most competitive. Our car is still lacking a lot of downforce. So, I mean, we'll see. It's also very exposed to the wind here, being so close to the sea and the dunes, which as well is not so suited to us. So it could be tricky. I don't expect to have the same, I'd say, competitiveness that the car had in Spa, which was obviously, and as Alex showed, quite okay. So yeah, we have to wait and see. But I mean, saw last year it is very tricky to get it right. There could be some opportunities. Obviously, Q2 is always, I guess, the minimum objective, regardless of the competitiveness of the car or not. So we'll just take it session by session.
Looking a little further into the future, how are things looking for next year? How are discussions going? What's your focus? What's your goal?
I think I've obviously been having some discussions with the team from months to weeks ago, and as I said in Spa, the intention is very clear from my side that I want to stay with the team. I mean, I know what's expected of me, and that's just performances. I'm sure last weekend didn't go in the way of helping that, as it was quite a poor weekend from my side. But it's just about that. There's going to be no, magic or special one race outcome that I have to secure the seat. It's just about showing the team with consistent performances. So that's at least nice to know, because it's clear from my side, and I just have to deliver on that. So it's simple as that.